Okay guys, we have the hat of fortune in here. This is the future vlog. Today we're going to do one of these little suggestions. I'm not sure if we're going to get the workout in because I am exhausted. It's time to rest the muscles. Or I might just go to the gym and keep working on getting completely shredded. Alright, let's see what the hat says. Directional shoes on? Yeah. That one? Okay. Life and fitness balance. So I'm guessing that this suggests talk about how do I balance life and fitness. Basically, fitness is life. And you just got to balance the life. But we can talk about that. Alright. Life and fitness. Let's see. How do I balance life and fitness? I guess one of the most crucial things for me is building massive biceps. Is extremely important to have that in life. But the thing is, one of the things that I found actually is I used to. Oi, got a little distraction here. All right. Hey. Oh my gosh. Just give us a sec. All right. So basically, one of the things that used to frustrate me a lot was Rex chewing on this. Used to frustrate me a lot. Was that I would go to work or school and take care of all these things, and by the time the day is over, I'm exhausted, kind of like today. Had a busy day today, and at the end of the day, I'm tired, and that affects the workout. In the ideal situation, I would have energy. I would get up in the morning. I remember some of the best training that I got, and the best results I got was getting up early, getting one meal in, like a shake or something, going to the gym, getting my workout done, and then starting the day. And doing it that way, you've already eaten, you've already trained, so you dedicate an hour, 2 hours to the gym, and that's done, taken care of. And the rest of the day's distractions and work and activities aren't going to affect or bother your workout later. Let's say you end up having a bad day, a stressful day, or you get in a fight with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or something goes wrong, you lose your job or something. If that happens during the day, you're not going to want to go to the gym at the end of the day. And that is that's a terrible thing. That means that you're not going to be able to get skin splitting pumps and build those pecs in your biceps. That's terrible, it's very sad. So you have to make sure that you make time, get that workout in, and don't let the day-to-day difficulties get in the way of that workout. Absolute priority. If you want to have a kick-ass physique. For a long time, for a long while, I'd been training at nights. Around this time right now, 6 o'clock, and there'd be various reasons for that. Okay, recently, mostly. I mean, the last year. Well, of course, I didn't train for a long period of time because of my knee. And then the physical therapy was my first priority. It's an hour away from me. It's a 40-minute drive, depending on traffic. So that was the priority, was to get down there and work on my knee for 2 hours, my bicep, and then drive back 4 to 5 hours, with driving an hour on each side and getting food and that sort of thing. So by the time we got back here home, it was 2 o'clock or something. I'd go down there 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, come back here. I was so tired, I'd sleep for an hour or two, I'd have a nap on the couch, and then I'd have some food, and then I'd get ready and go to the gym. So that was a priority. You got to prioritize what's important to you at that point in time in your life. If right now you're trying to get a promotion or you're studying for exams and stuff, of course, you have to make way for certain priorities. For me, obviously, the biggest priority for a long time was bodybuilding and getting totally jacked. So I had to make that the number one thing. But life happens, and you have to sometimes make room for these little things. So if I could give you some advice on, if you're looking at building a particularly impressive physique, one that's out of the ordinary, one that's not like an ordinary person, then you have to make sure that you prioritize that workout, I would say, early in your day or at a time when you're not going to get affected by other distractions and activities at work. So that's how I structure my day now. At the moment, I've been training earlier. I've been getting some workouts in the morning, sometimes even twice, which is great. I've stepped back on the physical therapy. I'm doing that maybe 2 to 3 times a week now, and trying to get some more workouts in my leg, which is great. And I can already feel the difference. I'm eating more and stuff like that, getting to bed earlier. And then the other balances are, of course, sometimes you need a little, sometimes you can't let it. I've never let bodybuilding completely consume my whole life. Like, I've always been interested in doing other things, whether it's motorbikes or traveling, catching up with friends or going to the bar or the pub or the club or something, doing some activities. You always got to make time for these little social events and stuff if you can. Right now I can because I'm not really competing. I'm not focusing on getting ready for a show or anything, so I don't have to monitor and keep track of meals and body fat percentages. It's fine where it's at right now. I'm quite happy. But if I was to be, getting ready for a show or a competition, then I'd be making sacrifices to people messaging me saying, hey, what are you doing this weekend? You want to come out? You want to go for a drink? You want to do this? I'd be like, no. I've got to take care of biceps and pecs and backs and abs and things first before I can do stuff like that. But right now, I've been able to take a step back, and while I'm still healing and training and stuff and catching up, I've been able to make some time for friends and things like that, family coming over, visiting, and little social events here and there. So I think it's great, if you have that kind of balance, and that's me. This is just how I live my life. Everyone's different. You live your life differently. Things that are important to you might not be as important to me, and vice versa. Your priorities, list them, and stick to it. And that way you can't go wrong. And don't let people, don't be bothered or afraid to say no. Like, if you have made plans that you're doing something, and commit to it. Don't be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym, do this, and then Bobby goes, oh, hey man, let's go do this, and you're like, yeah, sounds good, and then you miss your workout. Be like, hey, wait, I've got to go to the gym first, and I'll see you after. Okay, you don't have to say yes to everything, and if they get disappointed, if you're like, hey man, come and do this or whatever, and you're like, sorry man, I've got to go to the gym, and they're like, oh, screw the gym, or why are you always at the gym, or da-da-da, why are you always eating those meals, or why are you always taking those protein shakes? Well, screw what they think. Who cares? It's not like it doesn't affect them. It's you. You do what makes you happy. So don't worry about what other people think or say. Just gotta do what makes you happy, what makes you feel good, and the right people will support you for that. And they'll surround you and build you up and encourage you. And so that's my 2 cents. There's my little bit of advice for you guys. If you're man, he really wants all the attention, don't you? You're like a little child. Hey, come here. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's my take on balancing life and fitness. Saying all that, I think it is time to either. Well, if I was going to go to the gym, I've done arms, I've done legs, I've done chest, and I've done shoulders. So I could do like a little back workout. If I was going to do back, I'd do back. If I was going to work out, I'd do back. And it would be like more rows, lower back, maybe some abs. Could do a little bit. It always makes me feel good. Like if I go to the gym, I'm like, okay, I've completed. It's like a checklist. I feel complete. If I don't go, sometimes I just don't feel complete. It's very hard to take rest days for me because I'm always active. I like to do stuff. I had so many rest days last year. I don't have time for rest days anymore. But the mind says no rest. The body says rest. So it's a battle. And Rex says, attention me. What happened? You know, he wants me to chase him, but I'm not going to chase him, because that means cardio. Cardio means loss of gains. Can't have that. Just giving you the meathead talk. Alright, what do we do? Rex? How about we roll the dice? It seems to solve everything. You can't be disappointed, you can't argue with it. Once a decision is made, you have to be settled with it. Alright?
What are we rolling here?
Odds, go to the gym. Evens, cook a meal. Alright?
Vegan meal?
Well, I haven't pulled the vegan paper out of the hat yet, but we'll see. Odds, gym, evens, meal. It's a 1. Go to the gym. Alright. Just gonna go pretty original. Nothing too crazy. It's like, what time is it? 7 almost? I'll tell you, it's at 7 o'clock. So I do want to get to sleep later. A bit of vitamin C. I lost my voice today because I had a casting. I had to really exercise my voice muscles, which haven't been exercised much. My voice box. We got these new hoodies. They actually come out today. So new sleeveless hoodies from vonmogers.com. And these little training shorts should be on their way soon too. I think they're on a ship. Well, I'll let you know once they're ready to go. So yeah, we're all good. Let's go. We're gonna do back. We're gonna do like rows, some bent over rows, just thickness, traps, and some hyperextensions, and maybe some abs. Maybe abs, we'll see how we feel. Alright. Well. The gym is closed, so we are left with Gold's Gym. Mother function. That's it. That is it. This concludes today's episode. The vlog, Friday night vlog. And then we will commence the Ministry of Muscle episode 2 very soon. This is just a little bit of a how you going, a little bit of a checkup. Alright, peace out, Cub Scout. Okay, so today's workout was back, focusing more on the middle lower back, thickness, development. Last workout I did was more focused on the width. Now I want to really bring up the traps and the lower back, the Christmas tree area, to match up with the width. And so for me to do this, I think ideally I need to do 2 back workouts a week and splitting them both up. So this is the second part, and we started on what I do is the single arm machine rows. Okay, really focusing on flexing and squeezing the lat, dropping the shoulder down, pulling it in nice and tight to the body. Following that was the seated row. Yeah, I did this close grip seated rows. We did 4 sets there, heavy weight. After that I did the high grip rows, leaning back, really squeezing the middle and flexing the traps. After that I focused on the bent over rows, bent over barbell rows. I did in the Smith machine, which is quite nice actually, because there's a little bit of resistance on the negative rep, which meant that I could actually lower it down a little bit slower and focus on the negatives. With the free weight, I tend to just drop it, and it's harder to slow it down. With the machine, it actually slows it for you, and I can still flex on the way down, and that creates more resistance and more isolation. I can just squeeze every single muscle fiber, really get it to strain and work it. So finished with that. And then in the last exercise we did 3 sets of hyper extensions, and that's just for the lower back, the lumbar muscles, keep it all in balance, keep my lower back strong, and that's it. So that wraps up this week. Tomorrow's Saturday. I dare say I might take tomorrow off. I've trained every day this week, so today was going to be a day off, but the dice said no.